my fascinating Renaissance ladies. Here we go again. As you can see, well, the angle has been changed because the light gets to be better. You can see a bigger portion of the ocean, a bigger portion of the mountain ranges that is seen from the balcony, of my hotel room, and I am relaxing here, talking to you, my fascinating Renaissance ladies, while I could see families, over there enjoying the pool, right? So it's really a very beautiful day. All right, I'm sure you're wondering, what am I doing here? Why I am calling all of you Renaissance ladies, not just beautiful ladies? Well, you'll find that out if you watch the previous episodes. Just go to the description below, and they are all titled, from episode 1 to episode 2, and so this is now episode 15. And we have just launched what? July, I think July 9, that is our premiere. We had a premiere, and we went on, well, I'm on live. I'm live, and I have group chat. It's a beautiful experience. Okay, and we will have more live versions, live versions as we go along. Okay, so what is the channel all about? It's my season of life, which is the best season in life, which is the autumn of our life. Why is that? See, the subtitle is 60 years and beyond. And I have my name there, and then under that is my personal manifesto, how I designed, the autumn of my life. We talked also about in the previous episode, how are you going to craft or design the great life as you want it for you. So you create, you define, and then you live it daily. That's the idea there. And so I am unpacking the manifesto that you see there. I've started episode 10, I guess, 11. I started unpacking that by focusing on sharing with you what aging gracefully means to me, actual actions that I do every day to integrate my life, and demonstrate what for me is aging gracefully. And uh, episode 14, I started sharing with you what are some actions that I do, which for me, demonstrate aging wisely. Okay, now, how do we define wisely? Being wise, it's not just being smart. Smart is knowing what to do, making great decisions, okay, making effective decisions and knowing a lot of stuff, okay. But for me, okay, when we define wisely, it simply means, behaviors and habits which are practical applications of all the accumulated knowledge we have, and then we're applying it daily to make our life richer. Richer not just in terms of money, richer in terms of its quality. That's what we're really talking about. And we talked about the first four items, and I'd like to focus on the rest because it's a mouthful. I don't want to give you a barrage of all of these because I want to share with you also some of the uniqueness, okay, in my life. I would like to be open with you, my ladies. Really, okay? Why? We are in this journey together. Remember, all right? And then we said that the journey is not always smooth. And the reason I was inspired to put up this channel is to help all of us navigate living in the autumn of our lives, because when I started, menopause, perimenopausal, I didn't have a mentor. So I had to what? I had to discover things, for myself. And if I knew then what I know now, because I'm now a certified Gestalt life coach, but I wasn't yet a life coach then, many many years ago, right? So if I knew then what I know now, then it would have been a little smoother. The transition will be smoother. It will be less stressful, and of course, more enjoyable, because my paradigm is not what it is today. In fact, when I'm always asked many years ago, Miss Malu, what are your two greatest fears? What do you fear in life? 10 years ago, uh, yeah, 10 or 15 years ago, when you ask me that, easily I can tell you. Okay, my fears, number one, I'm afraid of death. Dying. I really fear dying. Second, okay, the fear of dying is only second, and the first is growing old. See, I even use that derogatory term, old, which we said in the past episodes, we're not gonna use it. We're gonna reframe it. We will use aging because it's a natural process. Old is a death sentence, but that's how it was. Okay, my number one fear is growing old. I couldn't imagine myself, okay? I was so vain. I still am though, but in a different way, okay? So I could not imagine myself with wrinkles. I could not imagine, myself struggling, with gray hair. I could not. And of course, the second one is I was afraid of dying. Right now, if you ask me, that's no longer my fear. Okay, my fear would be that I am no longer useful to my family, to my community, to the world as a whole. That I am no longer useful. Why? I stopped learning. I stopped what? I stopped contributing. I'm just at home trying to get as much as I can, from sources, being a burden to my family. That's my number one fear. Okay, not living a meaningful life, and my deathbed, I would have lots of regrets. That I do not like to happen. So right now, I'm here, sharing with you all of these. Okay, so the last statement in episode 14, as part of the behaviors that for me is aging wisely, is inspire people to be the best they can be. That's really what I do for a living, and that's what I always do in all of my conversations. Okay, then the next one here in my list, which I did, on my okay, tablet, is this: find the positive in every situation. In every situation may not be the best as you want them to be. They may even be infuriating, you know. But I've trained myself to find the positive in every situation. I think it is in episode 13 that we learn that if you train your mind to look for positives, that rewiring, in neuroscience says, our neural pathways are rewired, and we see positives more than negatives. Okay? Okay, but I also told you, I don't want to repeat it, that this is not to be confused with toxic positivity. It's not like that. Okay? So the next one in my entry here is be grateful for everything I have. I have. And pray for things I want to have. So it doesn't mean I have everything I want in this world. No, there are many things, that I wish I can still have. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. But then, some people are focused on what they do not have, that they do not find joy in the things that they already have. Because the focus is, I don't have this, I don't have this. So the focus is on lacking, some the lack in their life, in term in in instead of abundant mentality, about the abundance in their life. I would really like, I am always thankful for the little things I have, and I continue, to pray and desire for things I still want to have. All right, but I'm already happy, just appreciating and being thankful for all the things I already have. Right. So my next entry here is continuous and new learnings. Okay, Carol Dweck. I can talk to you about that much later. Carol Dweck wrote a book. She is a Harvard psychologist, and she is the pioneer in the growth mindset theory. Growth mindset, continuous learning. That's what our brains, our neural pathways can actually continue to learn until we die. So there is no excuse to say, oh, I'm already this old and I don't think, my memory is failing me, I don't understand much. According to her, that's an excuse, because neuroscience tells us about neuroplasticity, the ability of the brain to add neurons and rewire neural pathways for the better. Okay, all you have to do is put in new data. So continuous and new learnings, that for me is aging wisely. Okay, never stop discovering more possibilities, new possibilities. Several years ago, I didn't even know how to use the Zoom application. It is an app where you can do training programs, not face to face, but digital, online. I was forced to. You know why? Because of the pandemic. Lockout. My clients cannot schedule face to face. Why? It's not possible. There's a lockdown. But they need people to be trained. So they told me, Miss Malu, you just have to do it online. Me doing online, I'm used to face because I thought it's more dynamic. Heck, I learned. I survived from 2020 to 2023. I was doing it online. Now, we're back to hybrid. Sometimes face to face, sometimes online. Right? And it's wonderful. I learned a lot of things. And now we are doing the channel. Oh, I was, they're teaching me algorithm and things like that. Okay, I will share with you one more, and then we sign off for the next episode. The other one is have continuous goals, to find a reason to wake up every morning and look forward to the day. Okay, back to Ikigai. Have continuous goals. I told you. Okay, people who retire from work, they also retire from life. No more goals. And according to research, you remember that? Maybe you should take a look. Maybe you should watch one of our episodes, the latter episodes, like episode 12 or 13. Okay, 40%, suffer illnesses, because, after retirement, because for them, life has ceased. Okay? So again, it's a mouthful. I still have a lot here, and I will be doing that on episode 16. All right. So again, my fascinating Renaissance, ladies, and those of you who have tuned in for the first time, welcome to the channel. And all right, a channel, and please like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon right there, and I would appreciate your comments, whatever they are, so that so that we can work on this together. All right, so again, thank you so much, my fascinating Renaissance ladies and our newcomers, for joining us. This is Malu Cervantes, your life coach, your mentor, your fellow traveler. Okay, signing off until the next episode.